Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about this week's astrology, which is going to be pretty focused and pretty intense. Focused on the planet Venus, the planet of relationships, of balance, of harmony, of healing, of money, and the planet Uranus, the planet of anything can happen and probably will, and the planet Mars, which is, wow, Mars is the action we take, how we take that action, and how that action not interferes with necessarily, but how it interacts with all of the other planets it might connect with during its transit through the sky. So this week, Venus, Uranus, Mars, main focus. There are other planets, but the main focus will be on, seems, relationships and balance. Anything can happen, and therefore it's going to be an eccentric relationship time. Mars, passion and action, and let's hope the action is balanced by and supported by Venus, which is about harmony, and not Uranus, which is about let's just do it and see what happens. So we will start with the sun on Wednesday. The sun, our life force, our creative force, our identity force, is trine. It's creating a triangle, a trine, which is a harmonious, beneficial aspect to each other. So whatever your feelings or impulses are, you are most likely going to be able to make something very positive from that energy, because Saturn likes structure, Saturn likes foundation, Saturn likes a plan and following through on the plan. So this is a good day on Wednesday to write those letters that you've been meaning to write, to clean that cabinet that you've been meaning to clean, to initiate whatever that action is that you know needs to be initiated, but you've been putting it off. It's an excellent time to just, it's not a romantic time. It's not the time to go out and say, yay, it's me, let's get the party started. But it is a time to say, what do I need to do to support myself in whatever forms I feel are necessary for my being able to produce when I need and want to produce. Then on Thursday, we have Venus, and I spoke to you about Venus earlier, making a trine to Neptune. Now, Venus, relationships, money, harmony, diplomacy. Trine, harmonious, beneficial energy to Neptune. Neptune is an interesting planet. Neptune is the higher expression of what Venus promises. It takes it to a more spiritual level. Neptune also has more than a tendency, it has a strong habit of creating illusions. So what you see may not be what's going on. What you feel may not be what you're really feeling. What's happening may not actually be happening. Neptune is also very spiritual. It's illusory. It is creative. It's very creative. So when Venus, harmony, relationships, money, Venus is about the exchange in some way, shape, or form, interacts with Neptune on any level, whether it's a trine, an opposition, a conjunction, whatever. If Neptune is involved, be very careful, be very careful, be very careful. Yes, I said it 3 times. One more, be very careful. Careful of what? Careful of not being clearly or completely grounded in whatever it is you have invested yourself in. What I mean by that is, if it's a relationship, you need to be grounded so that you can see whether or not this is real or this is an illusion. If it's money or investment, you need to be grounded so that you can make sure that what is yours stays yours, does not go somewhere else. You are not scammed. You are not tricked. You're not fooled into. If someone makes you an offer this week of anything, postpone it until next week. If they make you an offer and say, come on, if you'll just put this much down, we can, postpone it until next week. Then you won't have anything to regret, and there won't be any questions you need answers to because when Neptune's involved, the people or persons you need answers from will not be there any longer. On Thursday also, we have Venus again. Venus, as I said, was very strong this week, is leaving sweet, I would say domesticated Cancer. It's leaving that marvelous, effortless time of just being, just nurturing, just loving. And it's entering, on Thursday, it's entering dynamic, dramatic, expressive Leo. And there's nothing like Venus in Leo because it is so anti-mame. It is so hand to forehead. It's a wonderful time, but you need to be careful that you're driving that vehicle and it's not driving you, because there's loads of drama, loads of drama, loads of drama. And what you want to do is you want to take your drama in teaspoonfuls, not in ladles, but teaspoonfuls. There is an opportunity within your own mind anyway for romance. Well, just slow it down. If it's real, it'll be there next week. If it's not real, it's not real now. It won't be real next week. Slow things down. Take a good look. This is the only chance I'll get, because if that's what's coming up, definitely slow it down. Leo is the actor, and you really don't want to be directed by an actor who's only got themselves in mind. You need to be an important part of the play too. So on Friday, we have something, again, Venus. This is big stuff. Venus, as I said before, harmony, balance. Venus is also love. Venus is love of many things. Love of art, love of people, love of your pets, love of your plants. It's that energy that sweetens our time here on the planet Earth, Venusian energy. Well, Venus is going to be opposition, there's the planet Venus, opposition the planet Pluto. Pluto is passion. Pluto is transformation. Pluto is, I sometimes call Pluto the charcoal briquette planet, because whereas Venus warms and feels like soft velvet, Pluto is hot, sometimes charcoal briquette hot. So Pluto is great passion, but do we really need that much and that kind of passion? You need to ask yourself that. So I am going to read a bit about Venus opposition Pluto, because you need to be careful. This is Friday. Now, remember too that it takes 2 or 3 days to get to the peak of an aspect where it meets perfection. In this case, it's Venus opposition Pluto on Friday, and 2 or 3 days to release or calm down. So, Venus opposition Pluto. There will be many changes in relationships, in money, and in your own values, because Venus rules self-value, Pluto rules transformation. Yes, there can definitely be an aspect of saying, you know, what I really felt was true last week, I don't feel that anymore. Go with it, don't fight it. You need to be careful when Venus is opposition Pluto, because secrets, manipulations, being coerced in ways that you aren't even aware of are happening, but you need to pay special attention and to know who is driving your car. And if it's not you, clearly not you, then get out of that vehicle. In other words, you need to watch Venus around Neptune. Is it real? You need to watch Venus around Pluto. It will be real, but is it necessary? And the answer is most of the time, no. So that's it for this week. We have one more thing we're looking forward to, and it happens on Monday, and it's all a part of this huge energy. It's Mars, how we take action, will be together, conjunct together with the planet Uranus, which is anything can happen. When Mars and Uranus come together, wear protective garments. because it's not just you, it's things ricocheting. It's energy ricocheting. It's people's ideas, thoughts, their emotions ricocheting. Don't say anything that you are going, this is it. Don't say anything you wouldn't want to have to explain in court. When Mars is around Uranus, please stay calm. Whatever it is that you think is important to say, trust me, it will wait. And allow yourself to just be very, very calm, relaxed, and grounded and centered. Because that's the best way to go through this most intense week. So on that note, I say goodbye, and I say again, in a world where you can be anything, please be kind.